Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Raphael and I'm the relatable engineer. So today I'll be taking us 3D modeling in AutoCAD. I'm going to show you how you can make 3D objects like this and this. It's nothing much really. So I'm going to show you how we use the various tools in AutoCAD to make 3D objects like this. So without wasting our time, I'll show you how to get into your 3D interface from the 2D. Normally, in AutoCAD, this is always on drafting and annotation. That's our 2D. This is normally in 2D. This is normally in 2D. Yeah, we can do this and other things, but I'm going to be showing you how to get to the 3D interface from drafting and annotation. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is that obviously you come here. You can either come here or you press Ctrl N. So this is AutoCAD. We're going to be opening AutoCAD 3D. So press AutoCAD 3D and open. Yeah, that's it. We have our 3D interface. There's a lot of ways you can go about making your 3D objects. You can come here in drafting and annotation. This drop down right here. I'm using 2026 and it might be located somewhere else if you are using 2021 or another version. So you can come here, this drop down, or I think you can come here as well. Yes. So you can go to 3D basics. So using 3D basics, you can make various 3D solids. For example, this box too, there is a drop down there. You see box, cylinder, cone, sphere, pyramid, wedge, torus, and polysolid. So if you click on box, just to specify the corner. So I'm just going to specify a random corner, but if you don't forget, you can specify dimensions. 100, tab, 100. I explained how to use this in detail in my last video. So when you press enter, you would have specified your base area. So what's left for you to specify is your height. So I'm just going to enter 50. So that's it. We have our cube or cuboid, whatever I want to call it. So I'm going to press escape because I'm done with my rectangle too. Now there are various 3D tools. If I right click here, I'll see pan, zoom, and stereos. This stereo is actually it's very convenient to use, especially if you are using 3D. So I can do zoom. I'll just hold my left click and I'll zoom in or zoom out. Then if I release it, I can pan. I'll hold it, then I'll move it around with my touchpad. So the thing is, you have to hold your left click and move it around with your touchpad. So if I release, it brings the steering wheel up again, and I can press orbit. Orbit will allow me to view the 3D objects in any axis I wish. I can view it in XY, can view it in XZ, and I can view it in YZ. Yeah, I can view it in YZ. I'm coming. Yes, this is our YZ. So it will allow you to view it in any plane. Now, if you have used the orbit tool and if you lost orientation of your object, fear not. You can rewind. And we're back to where we started. Or if you are here, you can just close the stereos and press home. There we go. So I'll just Ctrl A and delete this. So that goes for all the 3D tools. So you can create a cylinder as well. So let's use a radius of 30, enter, and a height of 50. So that's just about that. Cone, sphere, pyramid. If you select a cone, the base radius, let's go with 30 once again. Enter and specify the height. Let's go with 89. Okay. I just zoomed out. I zoomed out using my touchpad. So we have sphere as well. If I tap here, I'll specify the center point. Then it just asks me to specify the radius. Can have a pyramid. 60. Enter. Specify the height. 100. Enter. So that's just about that. So, but if you don't want to use these 3D objects directly, if you have a specific object you want to create, you can create it from the plan. And to do that, we'll come to 3D modeling. So this will allow us to select my rectangle tool. Let's say I want to draw the object I showed here. Let's say I want to draw this object or this. Let's start with this. So I will come here, select my rectangle tool. by 100. Oh, and please don't forget, before you start, sorry for the shaking, before you start doing anything in AutoCAD, you must specify your units in millimeters or whatever units you are using. So apparently it's in inches, but I want it in millimeters and a precision to 2 decimals because I don't like too many decimals. So we have our rectangle here. We can extrude it, but before that, I want to draw a circle there. So I'll toggle this space. That's brought out the midpoints for me from the height. Then I'll toggle this space as well to bring out the midpoints for me from the length. So if I come here, it's give me the center smack in the middle. So I click on it, and I'm going to be using a radius of 30. Enter. So for the inner one, I'll click on the circle tool again. I just come here, it should specify the center again. Okay, it's not bringing it out, no problem. So I'll toggle, that's brought it out. So I just tap, let me use 15. Okay, now that I have the plan or the base looking from the top, I'm going to be using my extrude tool. Select the object to extrude. If you watched the last video, it has highlighted it in white. So I'll left click and I'll press enter. So I can drag it up, I can drag it down. If I drag it up, it's going to obscure the circles. So let me drag it down and let me use 70. And for the cylinders, it's still extrude. So I'm going to be starting with the inner one. Okay. Before that, if you come here, you see realistic and you see custom view. Realistic just means that how this object is going to appear. If I switch this over to 2D wireframe, it will allow me to see, like, to give me a skeletal view of the object. So if I'm still extruding, it's better to use 2D wireframe so that I can see every object, because if I use realistic and let's say I extrude the outer circle to 70, extrude, Let's say I extrude the outer circle to 70. I want to be able to see the inner circle, and that's a problem if I want to extrude it as well. But if I use this 2D wireframe, you can use 2D wireframe and you can use X-ray, so it will allow you to see the inside. Extrude, so allow you to see the inside. Okay, let me use 2D wireframe. I think that's still the best. So extrude. Yes, so I'm going to press enter and I'll raise it up, because if you don't raise it up and it extrudes it to the bottom, it's going to give you a different outcome. So I'll press 70, enter. Now I have my 2 cylinders on top of my cube. Now if I come here and I change the view to realistic, there are 2 cylinders, but you can only see one because the other one is inside. Now if I want to make the hole, I'm going to be subtracting. Let me take this back to the wireframe. I'm going to be subtracting this inner cylinder, the volume of this inner cylinder, from the volume of the outer cylinder. So I'm going to come here. You are going to see, if you look here in solid editing, right here, if you look here in solid editing, you are going to see solid union and solid subtract. There are other functions there, but for this video we're going to be sticking to solid subtract. So you click on solid subtract and it will tell you to select the object. So you first select the object you are subtracting from. That's the bigger one. Let's say we are dealing with 7 minus 2. We'll first select 7. I'm going to press enter and I'll select the object I'm subtracting. So I'll select 2. Enter. So my bigger circle is 7 and my inner circle is 2. Please note that 7 and 2 are not the dimensions for their radii, but I just used it as an example. So right now it's not showing anything. You need to know whether it has been subtracted or not because it's in 2D wireframe. But if you come here and move to realistic, you are going to see that it has created a hole. And if I right click and I go to my steering wheels and I select orbits, I can see the hole inside, but the hole has not gone through the bottom. So nextly, if there is such a word in English. So next we're going to be doing, oh, I didn't puncture the holes here, it's fine. We're going to be making holes at the bottom, so it's going to be like the holes are going to be intersecting. So to do that, I'm going to come here and type UCS. So what UCS is going to do for me is that currently the top view from which I can draw is in this axis. That's why the grid lines are coming like this. But if I want it to be like this so that I can draw on this face, I'm going to be using UCS to specify the XY plane. The reason is because we can only draw in the XY plane. So I'm going to change the specification of the XY plane. So I'll click on the face. And once XY is oriented like this on the face, I'm going to press enter. So can you see that the grid lines have changed from moving in this direction to moving in this direction? So now we can come here with our circle tool, specify center. So I'm going to come to the midpoint. And I'm going to use 15. Let me use 20. Yes, so I can change my orientation once again. If I come here, UCS, can change it, and I click on this face, and you have to make sure the XY is orientated on this face, and I press enter. It has changed the orientation of the grid lines once again. So I'm going to click on the circle and 20 once again. So you can see that we have something going on here. So next we have a tool called Press Pull, and there's 3D modeling, and there's 3D basics. So because we want to see the tools we're using to edit our solid better, we're going to be using 3D basics. So you can see your box: extrude, revolve, sweep, loft, sweep, press pull, union. This is subtract here boldly. So I'm going to be using press pull. So I'm just going to click on this semicircle right here, and I'll drag it all the way to the back. There we go. So it has created a cavity here. I'm going to select this other semicircle. Selected the cube, not the semicircle. I'm going to press escape. Select the semicircle. Okay, it has selected our semicircle. And I'll left clicked. So I'm going to press escape. Then I'm going to delete these two right here. So if I want to change my orientation, I can use UCS once again. And the XY, this is our XY. There we go. So our grid lines are back here. So if you right click here and we use our steering wheel and we orbit, this is what we have here. I'm going to be explaining these 3D tools further in detail, but for the beginner level, let's just stick to this. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comments, and can show how I did something like this in another video. I'm sure I did this in another video. So in the next video, we can examine tools like fillet, chamfer, and other surface editing, surface finish, whatever you want to call it. Surface editing tools. So that'll be all for today, and in the next video, I'm going to be showing us how to draw 3D objects in our title block. So it's going to be quite fun because you are drawing a 3D object on a 2D plane. It's going to be quite fun. So that'll be all for now. I remain the relatable engineer, so please like and subscribe, because going by my channel analytics, 219 of you watched the last video and apparently only 77 are subscribed. It's not quite encouraging for me to be putting out these videos and be getting a new subscription rate, but please just like and subscribe and encourage me. Thank you.